Do you know why feedback like, "We liked it, but we want to keep looking," or "We're not ready to make a decision yet," is actually a coded message from buyers? There's a hidden language in real estate that most sellers never decode, and it can quietly kill your chances of selling. Right now, the market is full of silent warning signs. In this first quarter of 2025, about 33% of real estate transactions failed to reach the finish line. And in last month alone, 14.3% of those deals collapsed, the highest rate of failed closings for this time of year on record. That tells us the market isn't just slower, it's shakier. Homes are being pulled off the market unsold, and even buyers who say yes are backing out. It's affordability issues, economic uncertainty, and buyer hesitation all rolled into one. Buyers rarely say what they're really thinking, but their silence, vague feedback, and quick exits say it all. If you don't know how to read between the lines, your listing will quietly slip away into the unsold pile. So today, let me show you why many homes aren't selling in this new market. Quick pause before we dive in. I just reached 1,000 subscribers, and it's all thanks to your support. And I just can't express how much it means to me, so thank you again and again. I'm on a mission to hit 2,000, so if you're getting value from this, please hit that subscribe button. It means more to me than you know, and it helps me keep motivated to keep these videos coming. All right, let's get into it. You know what the number one thing today's sellers are asking? Why haven't we had any showings this week? Or why aren't people making offers on my house? I hear this all the time. And here's the truth. When a home sits on the market with no offers, pricing is almost always the first problem, but not in the way most sellers think. Your home isn't overpriced because you're being unreasonable or greedy. It's usually because you're working with conflicting data or emotional pressure. Maybe a neighbor sold high last year. Maybe Zillow says it's worth more. Maybe you need a certain number for your next move. I get it, especially if your home is unique or hard to comp. And I completely understand the fear of underpricing. Nobody wants to leave money on the table, especially when you're not seeing identical sales nearby. Even appraisals, while helpful, aren't always spot on. I meet with appraisers all the time, and many are asking what I'm seeing with buyer traffic and local demand. Even they're trying to figure it all out in real time. Remember, an appraised value is just an opinion of value, like a snapshot, not the full story. But here's where things go sideways. Pricing high to test the market. It feels safe, like you're protecting your equity. But in today's market, it backfires more often than not. The longer your home sits, the more it looks like a pass. Buyers don't necessarily think something's wrong with the house. They just assume it's not worth the price if no one else is biting. Remember, today's buyer is cautious. If your listing has been sitting for weeks, buyers scroll past thinking, if nobody else wants it, why should I pay full price for it? Here's what the data shows. Homes on the market longer than 21 days typically sell for 5 to 8% below what they could have gotten with the right price up front. So that test the market strategy can actually cost you money, not protect it. Sadly, some agents come in with a high opinion of value for your house just to win your listing or make you feel more inclined to choose them over the other agents you may be interviewing. They know it sounds good to you at the moment and when you're deciding which agent to go with, and they just figure they'll deal with the price reductions later. But while they play that game, your house sits, momentum fades, and you lose valuable time. So what's the move? Start with strong data. And yes, even maybe an appraisal. But more importantly, listen to what the market is telling you in real time. Smart sellers stay flexible and pay attention to early signals. If you're not getting showings or you're getting showings but no offers in the first 10 to 14 days, it's time to reassess. Don't fight the market. Align with it. That's when offers start rolling in. Ever had 10, 15, or even 20 showings but still no offers? That's when we agents get the classic line from our sellers, "But no one said anything about the price." as if their silence or the silence means we're on target with price. Let me be real with you. Buyers don't leave detailed critiques anymore. And even when they do, they rarely say the price is too high because it's uncomfortable. But here's what's really happening behind the scenes. They toured the home, they didn't fall in love, and they moved on, likely to a cleaner, more updated home for a similar price. They don't need to say it. Their silence is the feedback. In 2025, buyers are trained by HGTV and Instagram to expect homes that are light, bright, neutral, and move-in ready. You're not just competing with the other homes in your zip code. You're competing with the perception of perfection. It's not just about outdated cabinets or paint colors. It's about effort. If your home feels like it needs work, buyers mentally add that to the price. A $10,000 project in their mind might knock off $30,000 off their perceived value. The thing you've lived with for years, like a worn carpet, a bold accent wall, or an outdated light fixture, aren't minor to buyers. They're visual turnoffs that make buyers pause and ask, does this feel like something I'd be proud to stretch my budget for? Here's what I see all the time. Sellers will spend $15,000 on a kitchen facelift, but skip the stained ceiling or dirty carpet. The truth, buyers will often forgive an outdated kitchen if the home feels clean, neutral, and well-maintained, but they won't forgive signs of neglect. And yes, many agents at the initial listing appointment will avoid bringing up condition issues because they don't want to offend their clients or lose their business. But I'll tell you what others won't. Your home needs to win in the first 60 seconds of every showing, or you've already lost that buyer. That starts with curb appeal and continues through the front door. Clean windows, fresh paint, clear counters, neutral tones. These aren't just cosmetic touches. They're emotional signals that tell buyers this home has been well cared for and loved. And in this market, buyers don't make a second visit to convince themselves. They make their decision in the first few minutes, or they're gone. Have you ever walked into a house and instantly knew it wasn't the one? What turned you off? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear the honest deal breakers you've seen. So let's say you've done everything right. The price is on point. The home looks amazing. You've got great photos and tons of views, and even a few saved hearts on that listing. But still, no offers. Let me ask you something that most agents tiptoe around. How easy is it to actually show your home? Because here's the hard truth. If buyers can't see it, they won't buy it. In this market, buyers are busy. They're touring 5 or 6 homes in a day, often within a tight window between work, school, or travel. If your home isn't fully available, if you're blocking off weekends, rejecting same-day appointments, or constantly rescheduling, buyers will simply move on. And here's the part sellers don't want to believe but need to hear. 90% of the time, that buyer won't come back. They forget about it. They fall in love with something else. They lose momentum. Selling your home means making it available, not convenient. That means daytime, evenings, weekends. Yes, even when it's a little inconvenient. It's uncomfortable. I get it. I understand. But the easier your home is to access, the more eyes you'll get. And in a market like 2025, where buyers are cautious and distracted, you cannot afford to lose even one opportunity. Think of it like this. If it's not available to be seen, it's not truly for sale. I'll make this one quick because it's simple but powerful. After all the effort to price it right, present it beautifully, and stay flexible with showings, some deals still hinge on one last thing, and that's concessions. Whether it's helping with the buyer's closing costs or offering a credit to offset their agent's compensation, a small gesture can be the push to seal the deal. And no, we're not giving money away. Most of the time, we're just shifting numbers to make it easier for the buyer to say yes without changing your bottom line. In this market, that kind of flexibility isn't weakness, it's strategy. But here's the truth. The market doesn't care about how much you love your home. It responds to how buyers see it. And if they're not seeing value in price, condition, or terms, they'll scroll right past it without saying a word. And if they do want to see it and you try to reschedule, they'll go to the next, and tomorrow they won't even remember your house existed. The good news, you're not powerless. You can reset, you can adjust, and you can get your home sold without feeling like you gave it away. Let me ask you something. What's been the hardest part of selling your home? Has it been the waiting? Has it been the showings? The silence? Drop a comment below. I promise you're not alone. If you're feeling stuck, I'm here to help, not with fluff or pressure, just real talk and real strategy based on what buyers are actually doing right now. If this video helped bring you clarity, please tap the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you're ready for a real game plan, reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box below. Let's move you forward, not just off the market, but into the next chapter you've been waiting for. Thank you for sticking with me until the end. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you again and see you in the next one. Bye.